Hey guys, my name is Connie Joy and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not new here, welcome back, and thanks for coming back. I was looking through a memory box that I have. I was really dorky when I was a teenager, and I made a memory box where I collected everything that was of value or importance to me. I collect everything, and I save everything. And I saved everything all the time because I wanted to always be able to look back in the future on things that I collected. So I saved letters, diaries, photos, restraining order copies. So I was looking through photos and I stumbled upon my restraining order that I got against my ex-boyfriend when I was 20 years old. And I talked about all of this in my last two Liberated Femme videos. There's a part 1 and part 2. Part 2 just came out. This restraining order is for my ex in that video. And I actually went through this already. I was shocked at what was in here. Because what I shared with you guys, when I made that video, when I filmed it, what I shared with you guys, I shared the most important things that I thought were the most catastrophic in the relationship that I had with him. When I was editing part 2, it started to trigger me. I started getting upset. Like after I was done editing everything, I started getting like really anxious and antsy, and part of that was because my ex currently follows me on Instagram, Facebook, and he subscribed to my YouTube channel. And we're not friends, we're not enemies either, but basically I broke away, but I never broke away, I guess. I don't know, because it's just kind of like, because we're associated, I think that he would definitely believe in his mind, or say in his defense at all about any of this, that, well, we're friends on Facebook, and like, you know, I've messaged you before, like, you know, I like your videos, so I didn't think that this would be something you would talk about because it seems like we're cool. But again, like I said, I feel like I have a greater obligation to share what I've been through to help other women, not an obligation to keep, you know, what you publicly did to me a secret so it doesn't, you know, hurt your pride. Like, you know, he never apologized to me about this, and I don't need the apology, but he never came to terms with who he was. And I don't know who he is based upon the fact that I never knew who he was. So it's not personal, it's not about you. I made 2 years of my life all about you. And this was the end result. This is about me. So brace yourselves, guys, because like I was like really taken back by what I found in here. I'll show you some close-ups here, and I will obviously blur out, you know, personal information that would give you guys an idea as to exactly who I'm talking about. Just because, like I said, like this video, it's not about you. It's about me. You just happen to be there. Yeah, that sounds about right. So, in the Court of the Common Pleas of Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, Civil Action Law. So, Constance McNair, upon consideration of the attached petition for protection from abuse, the court hereby enters the following temporary order. The defendant shall not abuse, harass, stalk, or threaten any of the above persons in any place where they might be found. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so, the following additional relief is granted. Other relief. Description of plaintiff out-of-pocket financial losses, stolen money. I mentioned in part 2 of my domestic violence video that he started robbing me. So he would actually take the money that I would give him for bills and use it on cigarettes and alcohol for himself. You know, at that point I was just like, let me see if I can save up my money and rent a room or get a studio or something like that. So I was saving up my money, and he started robbing me. Stole refund $200, broken cell phone. I remember now that he broke my cell phone. After reading this, I was like, oh shit, yeah, he did break my cell phone. I repressed so much of what's in this document, and it's just insane. It's absolutely insane. I repressed so much of that relationship, and I shared with you guys what I thought was the most traumatic that I could remember. There are a few other things that I didn't mention, but you know, I just didn't find them, you know, useful in the story or like, you know, conducive to the production of it, so I didn't. But what I read in here is insane, because when I spoke to my sister, because I was sharing this with her a few days ago about part 2, what's in part 2, and she started talking to me about a time when I called her because I had locked myself in the bathroom because my ex kicked me in the face. And now I remember. Now I literally remember it. She came, she got on the bus, and she came as fast as she could. She was pregnant with my nephew, and she told me, she said, when I walked in, the apartment smelled like and there were 40 bottles everywhere, all over the floor, all over the place. And she was like, the first thing she did when she walked in was she looked at his shoes, and he was wearing Timberlands. He kicked me in the face wearing Timberlands. And I remember it now. And I'm so glad that I saved everything, because at the time I saved it because obviously you need to have your protection order on you at all times. The statement that I gave inside this coincides with what my sister just told me a few days ago, and it's all coming back to me, and it put me on so much damn edge after I spoke with her, because I didn't think I suppressed even telling her. I don't remember if I told her prior to the phone call when I told her that he kicked me in the face. But my brain had to suppress this in order for me to survive. So I'm very blessed for, you know, how resilient I am psychologically, but that shit really will catch up to you. I should have been seeing a therapist. So, so you guys can see right here. Right here, this was my address. Yep, lived right in Abington. Like I said, yeah, I got some really good memory for the most part. Here's my signature and the date. And now we get to the statement. Describe in detail the most recent incident of what happened, including any physical or sexual abuse, threats, injury, incidents of stalking, medical treatment sought, and or calls to law enforcement. And I were arguing about a recent relationship between he and another female. Slammed me against his bedroom wall and began choking me, leaving marks around my neck. I kicked and gasped for air until he finally released me. I ran to the bathroom and he followed behind me. I closed the bathroom door behind me and he pushed it open, slamming my head against the concrete wall several times. If the defendant has committed prior acts of abuse against plaintiff or the minor children, describe these prior incidents, including any threats, injuries, or incidents of stalking, an incident approximately when such acts of abuse occurred. In the past, defendant choked me, kicked me in the face, punched me, pulled out my hair, kicked me in the stomach, kicked me in the stomach, kicked me in my vagina, knocked out one of my teeth, set my hair on fire, now I remember all of it. No. Set my hair on fire, rape. I'm glad that I remember, because it makes this so much easier. And honestly, if I knew all of that and remembered it and carried it in my conscious, I would never have been able to be who I am today. So I'm so grateful for the brain's ability to shut things out because I needed that. I needed that. I needed it. I needed that. Here, I'll show you guys the statement. I can't even. So, after reading that, whew, had a little moment. I almost started to lose my mind. Almost had a breakdown. After reading that, man, I'm a little beast. I am. I survived that. I love Liberated Femme. I love it so much. I love everything that it stands for because I am addressing these traumatic experiences on my own terms. Now, I should definitely be seeing a therapist because everyone should have someone who's not biased to talk to. That's fair. And I am gonna go start seeing a therapist just to make sure, you know, I'm not like, you know, a giggle away from snapping. But I'm so proud of myself. I really am. I'm so proud of myself. It's all coming back to me, but I'm facing it. Because I never faced him. You know, I kind of exited the whole situation as a victim in like this passive aggressive way, you know? And even though I don't owe him anything, but at the same exact time, I want this for me. Like, I would not know this peace if I didn't make this video, because it's not a coincidence that I found my restraining order. It's not a coincidence. I didn't know I still had this thing. I mean, I keep everything, but you don't know what's in your memory box until you go through it. And I'm so glad that I did share this with you guys. And I really, really hope that this is truly inspiring somebody somewhere. You tried to destroy me. Nice try. And I'm not saying that in any kind of like, you know, retaliating, threatening type of way. But I'm just like, when I look at this, I'm just like, yo, you were trying to kill, like, you were really trying to kill me. Like, you were really, really, really trying to. I did read my statement before I filmed this video for you guys, but I actually read this second page. I read this second page in real time with you guys. Because the handwriting is different. My handwriting, I know my handwriting, and then the handwriting of the second page is different. So when I saw that, I just figured, and it says in the past, defendant. I never talked about him as the defendant when I wrote this. I was like, I wouldn't have written it like that. My statement's personalized. This statement is someone else has written it for me. So I didn't read that prior to making this video. I didn't read this part prior to making this video because I didn't even know it was for me. I knew it pertained to me, but I didn't know that it was like of importance. There's a few pages on here I skipped because they didn't really want, like, you know, they didn't apply to me. So, whew, it's all coming back to me, the memories, but I'm not sad or miserable or hurt or anything like that about it. I just feel so strong. I do. I feel so strong. Like, I survived that. Wow. Wow. This is insane. My God, life is one heck of a roller coaster. Got bumpy. Whew. So, well, I survived that, and graciously, I'd like to say so. So that wraps up this Liberated Femme video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a like. Why not? Give it a like. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel by now, I just don't know what you're waiting for, but you know, I'm gonna be here. I'll wait. I got time. I'll wait. Take your time. Comment down below. Oh my god, comment down below. If you guys, I'm sure unfortunately so many people can touch on this topic. Comment, share your crazy domestic violence stories down below. Share your conquer, share your truth, and share this video. Share this video. Alright, well, thanks guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you.